Welcome, Parshas Tetzaveh. Should be before Shlema Mordechai ben Sarah, and should be for Chus for my family and all of Klal Yisrael. One of the Talmidim of Rabbi Yisrael Salanter approached him with a plan. Rabbi, I wish to travel to Germany to give them Musar, to inspire them and guide them back to Teshuva. So Rabbi Yisrael responded gently, and Russia? You have already completed the task there? The student replied humbly, You're right, Rabbi, I shall go to Russia instead. Again, Rabbi Yisrael challenged him, And Poland? You've already finished your mission there? The student conceded, You're correct, Rabbi. Rabbi Yisrael continued patiently, And your own city, Radin, have you completed your mission there? Your own family, have you inspired them to Teshuva? And yourself? Have you already rectified everything within you? The student realized deeply, Rabbi, you're right. Before anything else, I must first focus on perfecting myself in doing tshuva. So the Maggid of Yerushalayim, Rabbi Shabsi Yudalovitz, Zecher Tzaddik Levracha, explained this story beautifully, connecting it to the words in our parsha, V'ata, and you. Before instructing and influencing others, Be'ata and you, must first address and refine oneself, and then Tetzaveh es b'nei Yisrael, and only then can you command, can you influence others. Only when we become living examples of what we preach can we genuinely guide and uplift those around us. The pasuk in this week's parsha says, "Ketית למאור," crushed for illumination. Rabbi Sarah Weintraub, in her Sefer Kol Sarah, shares two insightful interpretations of this pasuk. Rabbi Chiel Alexander explains that when one gives rebuke, symbolically crushing another, it must never be done with intention of humiliating or embarrassing the person. Rather, the rebuke should serve only to guide and direct them onto the proper path. Lahalos ner tamid. The Toldos Yitzchak offers a different perspective, a gematria on Ketית LaMaor. The numerical value of Ketít is 830, corresponding to the combined years of the first and second Beis HaMikdash. The first Beis HaMikdash was 410 years, Yud Taf, and the second for 420 years, Chaf Taf. Spelling Ketit. But then the pasuk continues with Lahalos ner tamid, indicating that the third Beis HaMikdash will stand eternally, never again to be destroyed. Thus, this powerful phrase Ketít LaMaor teaches us lessons both about the compassionate way we should approach rebuke and about the hopeful anticipation of an everlasting spiritual illumination symbolized by the third Beis HaMikdash. The Sefer Nachal Kedumim, quoting Rabbeinu Ephraim, shares a meaningful hint, remez, about the performance of mitzvahs, which is subtly alluded to in a pasuk in this week's parsha. The Torah tells us in this week's parsha, Chashev afud aso, and the ephod shall be thoughtfully made. So Rabbeinu Ephraim explains that this hints to a deeper lesson. When a person has genuine intent, machshava v'chashev, to perform a mitzvah, it is considered by Hashem as if the person actually carried out the action, k'ma aseyu, as the pasuk continues. And then the pasuk says, mimenu yehiyu, emphasizing that this concept applies specifically when someone genuinely intended and desired to fulfill the mitzvah, but was prevented from doing so. We see in such cases, Hashem lovingly regards their sincere intention as though the mitzvah itself had been fully completed. Rabbi Yisachar Fran discusses an interesting question regarding candle lighting. On Shabbos, the Torah cites a debate. Does one accept Shabbos by lighting candles? So the Bahag holds that lighting candles is the moment Shabbos begins. Tosfos, the Ramban, and the Rosh, however, believe that Shabbos is accepted only upon reciting Mariv. The Smag takes another approach, stating that specifically the woman who lights the candles accept Shabbos at that moment, but for all others in the household, Shabbos does not begin until Ma'ariv is recited. So the Ran explains what's the reasoning behind the Bahag, that when the candles are lit, that's when Shabbos begins for everyone. Because historically, lighting candles was the final malacha, the final act that was done before Shabbos. And because of this, the action of lighting candles naturally became the act that ushered in Shabbos when they accepted Shabbos upon themselves. In practice, the Shulchan Aruch brings both opinions, while the Ramah rules in accordance with the Smag. Thus today, Ashkenazim's prevalent custom is that the woman lighting candles accepts Shabbos at that moment, whereas others accept it only when they daven Ma'ariv. Or for us, since now we recite Mizmor Shel Yom HaShabbos, that psalm, that Tehillim, officially welcomes the Shabbos. However, there is flexibility. If a woman needs to perform a forbidden Shabbos activity, right, needs to perform malacha after lighting, such as often occurs Yom Kippur time, where one wants to drive to shul so that they have their car after Yom Kippur, or perhaps to perform any other necessary action, she can consciously intend not to accept Shabbos at the moment of candle lighting, and that will allow her to then not accept Shabbos and be able to continue doing malacha. Of course, it's crucial to remember that once Shkia, sunset, arrives, Shabbos begins automatically for everyone, regardless of whether candles have been lit, or Ma'ariv has been said, or Mizmor Shel Yom HaShabbos has been said. Have a wonderful Shabbos.